welcome to Buzz, Indiana's Underground Business Voice. My name is Tony Salza. We're here with Jim Duffey and Tri-State Leadership, right? I get that right?
Tri-State Leadership Development, yes, sir.
Tri-State Leadership Development. Now, everybody thinks they know what it means when people say leadership development, right?
Right.
It's so dangerous to put, to think that we do. But what do you do in helping develop leaders?
Well, the main thing that we do is do some strategic analysis.
Okay.
And usually the economic decision makers or the CEOs or the presidents, they have a pretty good feel of what's happening in their organization.
Okay.
Because they're counting on key, their executive team, for example.
Sure.
So one of our strong points, I guess, the Leadership Management Incorporated out of Texas, 60-year-old company.
Yeah.
They have some wonderful tools,
Okay.
and one of the tools is an organizational strategic analysis.
Okay.
And when we can get that executive team all on the same page and people get buy-in and support, it's amazing what happens to the level of thinking. The best thinking starts to surface, and those companies can grow because they're counting on people. They're probably their most valuable asset.
It really is amazing when you get people to think strategically and then they actually believe in the plan that's in front of them. I mean, that is so, and a lot of times the problem is they don't have a plan that they believe.
Exactly.
Right?
But when you get that team together and our analysis is asking them to pose themselves as the owner of that business, so some of the ideas haven't surfaced before.
Oh, yeah. So, Jim, is that really what makes you different, that fact that you're going in there and you're pulling out of that company genius they didn't even know they had?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably one of the strongest parts of the leadership management group out of Texas is the facilitation. When we can orchestrate what is happening within that organization, when we can fine-tune the operation of that business with the people, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's congruency is so powerful. When you get everybody moving and charging the same hill, the chances of taking that hill are a hell of a lot better, right?
Yeah. Well, and everybody knows that there's an abundance of potential, but tapping that unused or untapped potential, it takes a process.
So you're helping them bring out the genius they didn't know they had.
Exactly.
You're giving them a method, a first step in order to make that happen, and that's a strategic analysis. And then you coach them along the way.
And if it's development of a leadership skill set for the people that are in charge of people, meeting organizational objectives, then that's where we'll concentrate. It could be the CEO. We have a program called the Effective Organizational Leadership, where he orchestrates what's going to take place. But the main thing is to get the people on board and not necessarily teach, but at least bring out ways for them to tap the unused potential.
So I'm thinking other strategic planners or other strategic advisors are good referral sources for you. Maybe a good business lawyer, a good accountant, a good HR person that recognizes, man, we need a specialist to pull the genius out of this room. That's a good referral source for you, right? But any organization that's really kind of caught in that we can't get the change to take mode is when they should probably call you and say, look, we need an event.
There's a lot of these folks that I have an opportunity to talk with that they're possibility thinkers.
Yeah.
But to get that team involved with what they're thinking and have some success with the people that they're counting on.
There's a great quote I just read by the Heath brothers in their book called Switch.
Okay.
And it says that change is a process, not an event.
Exactly.
But one of the things that I added to that is like, look, change is not a process, but change is a process, but it starts with an event.
Exactly.
And you create the event that starts the change.
Change is the only constant that we have, and people the CEOs that build in management of change are ahead of the game. Progress doesn't always come with change, but change doesn't bring about progress. It's usually where there's some changes take place, whether it's individually or with the company.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
to bring success.
But you got to have that event. You got to bring
Yeah.
in and you got to show them a different way, and that's what I think you guys do. That is so powerful. So,
Well, every organization that we have an opportunity to deal with, two things in common. They have a present and they have a future.
Yeah.
Everything in between is a process.
Yeah.
And the quality of the process is going to bring about the results that the company, so we enhance the process.
Jim Duffey, you've been Buzz.
Thank you.